Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Driving the Wheels Off. Today, we're going to be putting these new running boards on my 2013 F250. So let's get started. Let's start by looking at the hardware we're going to be using today. The ones here on the right is what I'm going to use for the top ledge, and the one on the left, the stainless steel, is what I'm going to use for the bottom ledge. If you bought your running board secondhand like I did, you're going to want to start by removing these brackets, which is fairly simple. You just need to find a 10mm and get these bolts loosened up to remove the bracket from the running board. Then use a rubber mallet to remove the plastic from the bracket. I went ahead and installed the first one to show you a couple different things. One, this is what it's going to look like with the hardware that I chose. And two, at the top of this bracket on both sides, at least in the front, you're only going to be able to put one clip at the top, because on the other side, there's not a hole to slide the clip in behind the bracket. This is only the case for the front bracket on both sides. All of the other brackets, you can put two clips on either side of the bracket so that you fill all four holes. Now I'll show you the install from underneath the cab. First of all, these clips that I'm using, you want to make sure that right here where I'm pointing at, you want to make sure that it has several threads, because they make these clips that have a single thread, and you do not want those at all. That will rip right out. So you want to get one of these that has the extra threads in it. Now, as you can see, there's a gap in between here, like a clip. We're going to put one side of the clip on the front and one side of the clip inside the body. And you're going to make sure that the threads are on the inside of the body. And you're going to do that for both sides. Then you want to grab your bolt and you're going to go ahead and put these top two in finger tight. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the ones on the bottom. Once we have all the hardware in, let's go ahead and tighten everything up. Now we're going to slide the plastic boot back over the bracket and make sure that you use the hole in the back. Just slide it up and set it in place. Then we're going to take a rubber mallet and we're going to tap these plastic pieces back down into the bracket to hold them tight. Now we're going to go ahead and put our running board in place, and we're going to start putting our hardware back in, but only finger tight until we get to the last bracket. Once we get to the last bolt, we're going to go ahead and start tightening those up and get everything tightened up underneath. Now, one thing that I did on this truck is there were two empty slots inside the bottom of this bracket on both ends, and actually in the middle as well, but I couldn't reach the middle. So what I did is I added two stainless steel bolts through the empty slots in the bottom of the running board just for peace of mind. Now I'm just putting the cap back on, and I'm going to use this self-tapping screw on the bottom and on the back of the running board to attach it. Let's get started on the passenger side by removing the brackets from the running boards. Don't forget to use a rubber mallet to remove the plastic pieces from the brackets. Let's go ahead and install our brackets. Then we're going to put our plastic covers back on, and we're going to tap it down with a rubber mallet. Let's put our running board in place. And last but not least, let's go ahead and get all our hardware reinstalled. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!